all of my cursed items is... We're live.
Hello, everybody.
I mean, we're probably live.
Hello.
Last time I did that, it was just me looking like this for a really long time. But
I see
we are
the
actually
timer
live.
moving.
Yeah, we are actually live now. So we're okay. So welcome everybody. I am Azarchus. This is the Vereldium ongoing 5th edition campaign. Welcome. This is a homebrew campaign. I'm just going to get right into it, man. I'm just going to accelerate this. This is a homebrew campaign. This is 5th edition rules. There's going to be a lot of stuff that you see here that is completely made up and super unbalanced. I like it that way. It's a lot more fun. So I hope that you guys are having a really, really nice day today. It is beautiful, and I am putting out a lot of good vibes into the world because I may be moving, and I just saw an amazing apartment. So I wanted to do a quick thank you to the person who gave a wonderful gift to one of our community members. Thank you very, very much. You know who you are and chose to remain anonymous, which is even cooler. Also, I want to describe this campaign to you. This is a community-based campaign. If you would like to join in our Vanguard, which is all of our players that you see over here. Joining us today, we have Black Irish 19, 3 chicken nuggets in a trench coat, who is still 3 chicken nuggets in a trench coat, but it's only October, so you never know when she's going to change. Rose Kai Kai, Mad God Cthulhu, and Lord Geyser 21. If you would like to play in our campaign, you'll see the link right up here at the top. You join our Discord and you go on in, have yourself a great time. Knowledge Domain will not be playing as our Ravenous today, and I feel really dumb because I completely forgot to change the Ravenous kill counter. That was the one thing I did forget to do. Doggone it. But one of the wonderful things that we do is you that are watching the stream can contribute just as much by simply watching. You'll see at the bottom of your chat box over there, you're going to see some purple bubbles that will constantly accrue. Those are called trouble bubbles. You can actually gift those in, and you can provide gifts to the caravan, such as wealth, weapons, supplies, different boons. You can heal them for a single D4. You can give them an inspiration card, which I'll get to in a moment. You can unleash the archers, send a fireball, all kinds of really, really cool stuff. So, inspiration is tarot cards. So, there are 4 ways our players can use these. They can either turn it in, reroll any dice. They can gift it to another player, and they can reroll any dice. They can force myself or the Ravenous, if we had anybody playing as the Ravenous today, which play as the monsters, who provide the challenges. Force us to reroll anything we just rolled. Or they can tempt fate. They say they flip the card, and whatever's on the other side of this card is going to affect them during the session. It could be very good, it could be very bad. There's a lot of really good cards. There's one very, very bad card, which sends you to 0 hit points, 2 failed death saving throws, and I immediately make you roll a d20. Let's hope that that doesn't come up today, but if anybody has any inspiration, you are more than welcome to use it. I believe everybody who was with us at the last session, by killing a dragon by orbital strike, they all got inspiration cards because, man, that was a mental gymnastics of a day. I learned so much about the Loggerhead Shrike. So, in our last session, the caravan had set off in order to be able to solve one of their missions. One of their missions being to sabotage a ship that was providing some supplies to Mufubuku, who is the big bad that is leading the charge and leading the usurpation of Felden's birth. What the caravan did not know is that the scream beasts who were on the dock were actually alarm bells. Whenever they detected a threat, they started screaming, which alerted the ancient green dragon that dwelled in the water below. As they fought against the ancient green dragon, they whittled down its legendary resistances until eventually they were able to polymorph it into an awakened bush. After some very ridiculous things that I let happen because most DMs at this point are just completely broken, they decided to fly it up 10,000 feet, doing 1,000 d6 damage, halved because it's a bush. That's it. I can't even...
I am sad I missed that battle.
It was
I
spectacular.
was on my way home from work during that whole time, so I missed that whole thing.
But the caravan also got to have their Bugbear Brigade liberate one of the islets that are around Felden's Birth. As they did so, they were able to draw from my deck of magic items. Because a natural 20 was rolled, legendaries were on the table. Because Black Irish is actually a wizard, he assumed that a Vorpal sword was going to be drawn, and lo and behold, a Vorpal sword was drawn. So now the party has the legendary item of D&D. And
What a day.
what a day. My God. Episode 46, man.
So one of the ones that'll go down in history.
Yeah, just take me down. My heart's been hurting since yesterday. At this point, I just think it's a ruptured aorta.
Uh-oh.
As you all are gathering in, this is now the next day after you all had patched your wounds. And you all have gathered together for your next mission. But first, I'd like to introduce our players, Black Irish 19 and Maresh. Would you be so kind as to introduce yourself and your character, Maresh?
Hello, my dear friends. I am Black Irish 19 here on Twitch. And this is Maresh, the Water Genasi sorcerer who has been tangling with death back and forth over the course of this adventure. And the next time that happens, who knows?
Yeah. A couple times being revived, and unfortunately, every time you come back, it does maim you. But you're still going strong. One of the most powerful adventurers. 3 chicken nuggets and a trench coat, which I just put X chicken nuggets because my lower third can't fit that. Is going to be playing Vivienne. Would you be so kind as to introduce yourself?
Yes, Vivienne is a rogue bard who is just kind of here for the excitement and chasing pretty faces. And we'll be on the lookout for something shiny and pretty for the cleric who joined us last time, who is not joining us today.
Joining us again with original character art from Loki Industries, one of our giveaway winners, is Rose Kaikai and her original character Nibera. Would you be so kind as to introduce yourself and your lovely Firbolg?
I am Rose Kaikai, and I will be playing Nibera, which is a Furbog Ranger. And she came from not royalty, but within the royal circle. She is the daughter of the representative at the Elf Kingdom. I'm blanking on the name of the town. I'm sorry.
Eldidamine.
And I also have my Drake, because I am also a Drake Warden. My Drake Minday, who is a copper dragon that has gotten the boon from our opal dragon. So she has a little opalescent sheen to the copper. And the few times I've been on, I have been pretty bad. Hey.
Not at all. Not at all. We love having you on.
No, bad.
Oh, badass. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm
Horsenio's
trying.
been super busy, so I haven't had to do the swear jar too often. Our lovely community manager. Watch episode 44 and 45 for his episodes.
Yep.
Mad God Cthulhu is coming back, and he always steps up his game. You get a card of inspiration because you keep doing this, and I love it. Bringing in his character, Agmar. Would you be so kind as to introduce yourself and your wonderful original character?
Well, I'm the Mad God Cthulhu, and I shall be playing Agmar, the blind divination samurai from the country of Migo Kurai. And since we're already started, I'm going to roll the 2 d20s for my portent ability.
Mm-hmm.
So a 2 and an 18. So
Wow!
Ooh, those are good.
Very
Yeah.
good.
And hopefully I'll be able to use it wisely and not just use it at the first chance I get.
Okay.
For those of you who don't know, divination wizards are overpowered for this
Yep.
exact reason.
Yeah.
important. What it does, it lets me change any roll, the outcome, whether it's advantage or disadvantage, into the roll that I have, which will be the 2 or the 18, and it could be myself, an ally, or even an enemy with no saving throws. And of course, I'm also bringing my familiar, the Shrike Shasha.
Who I had a hard time finding an image for, because every single one of them was like of some just eviscerated creature in just a horrid way. This is literally like the Vlad Dracul of birds. So metal. And coming back again, Lord Dreiser 21 with his halfling necromancer, and now advancing into the realm of the holy, Halvis. Would you be so kind as to introduce yourself and your wonderful original character?
Hi, everybody. I'm Lord Dreiser 21. And after seeing Mama Madigan and Ayla take such good care of our friends and family, Halvis has now the necromancer of life as well as undeath.
Wow.
I love it.
You decided to go live?
Yep.
That's so badass. Okay.
I'm a life cleric with a death god.
Ooh.
I am
Perfection.
Oh my god, you are the yin yang of D&D. I love it. So, with that, we are going to begin our session. As you all are inside of your mansion, the mansion is now starting to get a little bit more full. You're also noticing that Zemfaxi, who is currently taking the form of a woman in a beautiful peacock dress, is seeming a little bit restless. You're also seeing that the rest of your party, after having tussled many a time out in Felden's Birth, is starting to feel the drags and dregs of combat. It's starting to look like everybody is getting a little bit battle-worn. As you suit yourselves up, and as you get yourselves ready, Zemfaxi continues to look at the tomes of airship operation that you had recently come across. Very, very wide-eyed.
Well, we should definitely go and talk to them. But first, I didn't realize we got a card for what we did to the dragon. I also had another one from my dragon joke that I did last session. Go watch that VOD if you want to hear it. It's hilarious. So let's flip this second card.
Okay.
And I have a card too. I have 2 cards. Well, because I got one from the last at the end, so I'll just flip that second card you gave me.
And may I also?
Sure. Damn. Okay. All 3 of these work right away.
Oh.
Oh
Resh.
god.
Roll me a d20. Or sorry, you're level 9, right? You have 5 spells or 5th level spells.
I am level 11. I've got 6 level spells.
Roll me a d6 then.
2.
What are your 2nd level spells?
Those are just Cloud of Daggers.
Cloud of Daggers can be cast without using spell slots for the remainder of the session.
Sick.
Oh,
Wow.
nice.
Empress. Okay. Cthulhu.
Yeah.
At one time, you need to write this down. At one time during the session today, you have 2 options. You can rewind an entire round, or you can rewind 10 minutes of roleplay.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh, we've seen this one before.
It's the Fool.
I can rewind 10 minutes of time, or
if it's role play. Or you
One
can
round of
reround
combat.
1 round of combat.
One round of combat.
Yes. And this could
Really
be
going for the
this-
divination stuff.
this could be at any time.
Got it.
Vivian, roll a d6.
3.
Okay, now choose rogue or bard.
Bard.
Okay. Bard is charisma, right?
Yes.
Roll me a d4.
1.
Add 1 to your charisma. That's a permanent effect.
Nice.
Nice.
It's the sun.
Whoops.
What's your score at now?
It is currently at 16.
Okay. After the ad?
Then it'll be 17.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right. And that's the 3 cards. You guys drew 3 extremely powerful cards, all face up. So good for you.
Awesome.
Hopefully this is a sign of things to come today.
Yeah, just me giving you cool stuff all the time. Remember, there's 1 more dragon and a lot more bad guys.
Mm.
Ow.
And I'm almost level 12, which means even more polymorph powers.
Stop.
Oh god.
Stop. Okay. So with this, is there anything else that you all would like to do?
So tempted to flip that second one. Nope, I'm good.
Tempted. Yeah, I'm holding on to mine. I still have one from last time I played.
I'll keep my second one.
I'm currently afraid to tempt the fates any more than what I have at the moment.
All right. Well, I suppose I'll go over to Zamfax, see what's got them so enraptured with the books.
Zemfaxi comes by. You see that Zemfaxi's been writing and actually taking notes directly into the ancient priceless tome. She looks over. So I've been thinking, you know, I'm not one to make a big deal of... I'm not one to make a big deal of making money, but we could really destroy the entire world's economy by making 5 of these ships. What do you think?
An interesting idea.
I like it. Let's do it.
If it wasn't so hard to build, I'd definitely say we should do it.
Thulu, can you pull the thing away from your mouth a little bit?
Oh.
Thank you. And Zemfaxi says, I know. And there's also the problem of the bull giant globe. So now that we have 2, can I have one?
I don't see why not. It's not like we have another ship to put it on right now anyways. Anyone else object?
Are you sure?
What are you thinking of doing with it?
I don't know. But I want one. Everything that I think about doing is in this, and it seems like so much fun.
Say, let's do it.
How about this? I'll give you
Never
one-
hurts.
I'll give you a day or 2 to think it over. Don't think about this lightly because I'm not going to give it back. I never do.
Understood?
So Zemfaxi is poring over things now with a smile from ear to ear. Before she moves on, she says, by the way, before I leave, any questions? Anything I should know? Anything that's interesting? Gossip, maybe?
We took down one of the green dragons. And I don't know if you've been aware of this.
Boring.
Old news, huh?
Tell me something interesting. Dragons die all the time.
True. We found a very curious object while we were exploring the mines the other day.
That's interesting.
It was some kind of magic dagger. It nearly possessed us when we tried to touch it.
Cursed dagger, less interesting.
No.
Well, finish
We
the story.
found a woman.
You found a
Well-
woman. Is that it?
We found a woman that seems her essence was trapped in a statue.
Oh, interesting. She was petrified. Is she dead? Did you destroy the statue?
Unfortunately, well, I don't know if it's not completely destroyed, but I put a nice sized hole in it.
Oh, usually when you put hole in people, they die.
Well, it didn't seem to be her physical body. Her spirit might still be there.
And speaking of
Interesting.
spirits, though,
Yes.
we found was it a trapped soul and a scroll and a wing, something along those lines last time?
Celestial
Indeed.
bone.
An outfladen stone with a soul trapped inside of it.
That's what it was.
Ooh, that sounds nasty. I love it. Tell me more.
Well, it was on the ship that dragon was guarding, along with a few other curious items like the wing bone of a celestial.
Ooh, keep going. Now this is juicy. Tell me more.
It was like a recipe, you know, like you get everything in the box, and then you can make your own. Like this is just like a reviving recipe, right?
Could be what they were trying to do. There was a scroll of true resurrection.
Ooh, that's a strong one. Even I don't have that one.
It's a good thing we got it out of the hands of the enemy, I suppose. Unless they turn it against us.
Sure, but do you have any spellcaster strong enough to cast it?
I'm not sure.
Oh.
Perhaps we could do a collaborative effort.
Maybe, but usually it takes one spellcaster. That's the problem. You said a spell scroll. If this was a ritual, that'd be totally different. Spell scroll is one and done.
True.
No way that you would be able to use the scroll yourself, would you,
Oh God,
Simbaxi?
not for free.
Cool.
Ah, Price.
Like a bulging iron globe.
No, you've already agreed to it. You can't sweeten the pot now. Terrible negotiators. Terrible. The worst. You see that she's still smiling.
Simbaxi, come now. There must be something that you would want, I dare say, maybe need, have an urge for. Why don't you tell us, and maybe we can work something out, one way or another.
We do tend to travel across the land. If we need to go get something for you.
Agmar, are you casting charm person?
Agmar and Maresh, both of you roll me persuasion checks.
Agent, awesome.
Also, if my audio goes weird again, Plum is chilling.
Ooh,
Oh, Agmar.
Okay. Agmar is
can I
incredibly
say?
charming. Alright, so now I am going to roll for Zimfaxi. Charisma is a plus 17.
ooh.
Okay. So, as you're talking with Zimfaxi, she looks to you and she says, need. Yes. I do need something. No,
Do tell.
not need. I want something. Erelem has Ren. I want a companion.
Hmm.
I want
Just
to go for.
A?
I want somebody who does things for me.
Understood.
I
Any
want them
specifics?
to be. Yeah, I want them to be fun though, full of great stories, juicy gossip, and also has just very strong fists. You know, just in case we have to fight. Anything else, not each other, of course. That'd be weird.
All right.
Maybe a very long boat or something.
We will ask around for the very long boat.
Very wide shoulders. Chiseled jawline, maybe.
We'll see what we can do.
That's all I ask.
Of course. Well then.
And
Well-
then, yes, if you can find me a companion, then I will cast a spell for you. But only if they're up for it. I don't want somebody coming unwillingly. That's weird.
Of course.
Thank you.
Consider it done, though. That may take some time.
Then I won't consider it done. I'll consider it in progress. You need to understand project management far better than this, Akbar.
You're correct.
It's okay. You're handsome. And she pinches your cheeks.
Oh,
Don't let
Careful.
your bird tell you otherwise.
at least one of us agrees.
I mean,
Uh,
she's the one looking at you.
He doesn't know that, though.
I'm giving him shit for not being able to see.
Oh, too cruel, too cruel.
Oh, we're friends.
Sorry. The awkwardness went right down my throat. And as you all do your best to clear the air, you start hearing the sounds of what sound like the war horns going off. Those war horns are the ones that you know are with Tazahazar and the rest of his group of Dragonborn. It's what they usually do when they call an emergency.
Well, we should head over to the church then.
Okay.
With
Are you-
haste.
Are you all going to do anything while you're here?
Do we want to load up?
May as well, just in case.
Okay.
Oh.
In which case, we will equip the party with the items inside the caravan inventory, inside the Discord, link at the top. And you can see all the kind of things that they do. A lot of them are homebrew, and a lot of them are way overpowered for level 9. But why not? Maresh, what are you going to be equipping yourself with on this fine encounter day?
Indeed. Maresh will be taking the Dalo Archmage's robes, the animated shield, and the wand of lightning bolts,
Okay. Anything else?
along with the Keisha lunchbox and one greater healing potion.
Okay. Vivienne, what will you be taking with you on this encounter?
Did we get a glamoured item last time, correct?
The
Studded
hat of
If no one is claiming that, or if that wasn't for a specific person, I would like to take that. And a couple of other things. I just couldn't remember if those items were specific to the
No.
individuals.
Nope, they were the loot from the Bugbear Brigade.
All right, then I will take that. And the Acid Edge Short Sword. The Periaptive Health, again.
Mhm.
The Keisha Lunchbox and the Ring of Protection.
Okay.
Unless someone else was going to take that.
I have my own.
Is there anything else you'd like to take?
Nope, that will be it.
Nabera, what are you going to take with you on this encounter?
I am going to take the Dragon Essence Quiver.
Okay.
2 greater healing potions and a Keisha lunchbox.
Okay. Any weapons?
I was my longbow that I have already.
Okay.
That I have on my person.
Got it. Okay.
And I also have 2 daggers that were previously on me.
Gotcha. Agmar, it is now your turn. What would you like to take with you?
Be taking the full plate armor, the belt of strength, the cloak of protection, the vorpal sword,
Nice.
1 greater healing potion, the butler and tea set, the handy haversack, Keisha's lunchbox, and the iron flask, and the elven boots.
Okay. Got it. All right. And Halvis, what will you be taking with you?
I'm going to grab the Goggles of Night, the Fine Arcane Focus, 2 Greater Healing Potions, the Lunchbox. I'm going to grab the Stick of Chaos, the Smoldering Scale Mail,
Stick of Chaos. What is that one?
The Wand of Wonder.
the Pigden Wand, Wand of Wonder.
The 10,000 things?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. I need to get that one stuff. Oh boy. Hey, bud. Oh,
Hello, kitty.
Professor
He's
Plum
like,
is back.
he's like, Dad,
It's
Dad,
Plum Show
Dad,
now.
notice me. Dad, notice me.
I notice you. I love you. Nobody ever like. Never mind. I'm not going to complain about that because then it's going to be a thing. Okay.
Love you.
So
I
you're-
love you.
No, don't. Don't do that, man. That throws me so hard. Where was I? Right. So
The Chaos on a Stick.
chaos on a stick. Right. So I have up the 10,000 random magical effects that can happen.
I'm also going to grab the Smoldering Scale Mail because I
Smoldering
can wear it
Scale.
now.
You can wear armor now. Yeah.
The perks of multiclassing.
Jeez.
And I'm also going to grab the Boots of Flight.
Boots of flight. Got it. The winged boots.
Yeah, the Winged Boots.
Got it. Okay. Sometimes you guys have really cool names for stuff, and I just totally forget what they are. So,
Like Chaos on a Stick.
like chaos on a stick. Yeah, that's exactly right. Okay, come here, bud. It's kitty snuggle time. Okay. So, as you all get yourselves ready, and you've heard what everybody's bringing, is anybody going to bring other things in order to level out the party, in order to fill in any gaps that you might have heard? Are you all good?
Should we bring the portable hole?
Yeah, let's bring it.
Always.
I'll carry
I'll
that.
carry it. Oh, you want to? No.
I'll carry it this time.
Okay, Nabera's going to carry it. Okay.
And I'll bring that tower shield. Too.
Okay. Got it. Anything else from you guys? Okay. In which case, you all get yourselves equipped and you head back into Felden's Birth. As you are there, you notice that the amount of creatures that are surrounding the obelisk in the front of town has not decreased in size. Seems to have remained the exact same amount of creatures. They don't appear to be reducing in number much, or if at all. But you do notice that the blue dragon that you had previously wounded is now perched atop the obelisk in clear view. You can also see what appears to be large, sparkling something that is jutting out the sides of the top of the obelisk, protected by ramparts on two sides, and covered by a large awning. So, you all are at the church. As you go inside, you see that Sergeant Onabera and Tazahazar are both getting in as many people as possible. You can actually see that there looks to be many conscripts, many soldiers, many adventurers that are all gathering as much as they can and are looking to be holing up as they start to fortify the area in front of the church, and also fortifying the pathways into each of the rescued islets. It looks like they're about to mount a defense against a counteroffensive. So, as you get inside the church, Sergeant Onabera is next to what appears to be a halfling. This halfling is much older and also appears to have big scars down the side of its body. You see that it's wearing a very, very well-worn travel jerkin, a massive crossbow to his side, and also quivers that look very familiar to Nerbera. It looks like he is equipped with quivers very similar to yours. However, his are green. So, as you see him talking and pointing to each one of the little spots on the map, it looks like he has intel. Sergeant Onabera waves you forward. Tazahazar also waves you to him. To whom are you going to go? To Onabera or to Tazahazar?
I think we should go to Sergeant Onabera first.
I agree.
Who has the highest ranking?
There really isn't a formal army right now. Sergeant Onabera is just one of the people that have been maintaining the current force. Tazahazar has been maintaining an offensive force. So one is defense, one is offense. If that makes sense.
I'll go Onabera.
Agreed.
Okay, that's majority. So, as you all head over to Onabera, she begins speaking with somebody who you hear is very raspy voiced. But as you get closer, the smell that is coming from him, although pungent, very familiar. You remember it because it smelled very much like the druidic school that was to the north, which you had rescued before, in order to be able to give yourself a steady food supply. As you get closer, you hear her say the name Roscoe. You understand him to be an adventurer named Roscoe Underglade, one of the original members of the Adequate Eight. As you see him pointing out different places, he says, "Yeah, my stronghold is right there. I got a lot of stuff. You know, I can pretty much put it wherever. Yeah, I can hide that place really good, and it's a good staging spot if we ever have to ambush. Now that you all have one of those awesome ships, so we have one too. But yeah, I think Dom and everybody are taking their time. They're trying to get some forces together and bring it in. Anyway, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Also, turns out that Mobug Buku or whatever his name was, yeah, he killed one of the simulacrum. So, yeah, he kind of knows that that's not Dominic, and he also knows the big secret. So, yeah. But he doesn't know that there's another. He thinks that you can only have one at a time, which he's dumb, which is good. So, I figured out what he's going to do. He's right now gathering all of his forces in one spot, and he's trying to tunnel underneath and get into this islet. See that Myrmidon that you all had helped out before? Yeah, he's gone now. So he's back in the water plane. I don't know how they got rid of him, but they did. So they're going underneath, and they're trying to tunnel up through the houses. Whenever you guys are going to trade, and there's going to be something that he's going to offer you, probably like amnesty or maybe like half the town or something. Yeah, he's going to wait for most of you to be away, and then he's going to try to take this place out. So that's what I would do. I would either set up something with this guy, and then take him out all at once, because you know where all of his forces are going to come up. They're going to come up for each one of the houses. So set up some traps or something like that. I don't know. Just spitballing here. But I'd say, just I can get some of my ranger buddies or get some of the other adventurers and set them up. And I hear you got some fire bombs. Those are good. Fire bombs are good. I would highly recommend fire bombs. Snipers.
Sticking the same thing.
Yeah. Snipers. That's what I would do. But
I could make a few annoyances to put in there.
After you guys get into it, like he's been talking, like just one attention at Onibera the entire time. After you all chime in just a little bit, he's like, sorry. Hi, Roscoe Underglade. Nice to meet you. Adequate 8. Now, independent adventurer. Very wealthy. Single.
Good to meet you, Roscoe. Or the caravan.
No.
Nice to
Are you
meet
good with
you,
fighting
sir.
with your fists? And do you have a boat?
No and yes. Mine does fly,
Okay.
which is cool.
Good to know. Asking for a friend.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Like an available friend?
Yeah.
Extremely.
Yeah.
Cool.
When the gazebo opens back up, one of them. I mean, there's like 200 here.
Yeah.
We'll get a drink or something. Yeah.
Heads
you
up.
see him, like- Yes.
Was that Admar?
Just a heads up, though. She may be physically available. Emotionally available? Well, just letting you know. Not so much.
You're a real hard seller, I can tell. You're not friends, are you?
Oh, we are, and just want to make sure that people know what they're getting themselves into.
Rule number 1 for being a good friend: always hype them up, even if they're not the best.
A very lovely person.
After that, you notice he gets a little bit colder towards you, Agmar. You can actually feel it in that, which is strange for the rest of you, because you all can sense that Roscoe has this presence of being when he's around. So he's able to sort of force that aura upon you. You can tell he's got a lot of experience and wisdom underneath, and his reactions almost reverberate the air.
Oh.
So keep that in mind.
Yeah, sure. You got it, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate it. Yeah, thanks. Onibera, I'm going to go back to the Glade. If you all need anything, you know how to get in touch with me. Autumn Leaf can probably come back and forth. Yeah. I'm going to head out.
Pleasure to meet you.
See ya.
Nice to have met you.
So Onibera waits for him to leave before she ever opens her mouth. And she puts in front of you all what appears to be a skull. But this skull looks almost devilish. You can see what appear to be horns, but they have been broken off. You can see long fangs and massive teeth, gashes that come across. This is a large skull. It's probably twice the size of Vivienne's head. but just slightly smaller than Nerbera, as Nerbera is giantkin.
Does it look similar to the Abishai bones we've seen in the past?
Roll me a medicine check, please. From the bones that you have currently seen in the past, the fact that you can see devil bones, period, shouldn't be happening on this plane of existence. When creatures that are summoned here are killed here, their bodies turn into ichor. And then the rest of their bodies reform in the plane of existence that they are from. It is simply a banishment. It is a temporary problem. So therefore, it is a big deal.
Who's this then?
The fact that you can see an Abishai skull is a bigger deal.
Find this.
Do we notice any of the not Zacardin? Yeah. Yeah, do we notice any Zacardin crystals embedded in the skull anywhere?
You look it up and down and all over, and you notice none. The skull appears completely clean, completely fresh.
Oh, that's not good.
Where was his skull found?
We found it in one of the missions. We found it inside of one of the chests as we were looting a shipment that was leaving Feldensberth, heading east, back to the front lines. This is not good. It means that there's an open portal.
That is quite the problem.
Very much.
How would we be able to close something like that?
Find it, take away its points of power, and close it. It must take an immense amount of arcane energy in order to stay up. I don't know where it would be getting something that strong. But it's nowhere near here, that much is for sure.
Hmm.
In terms of priority or more immediate threat, where would you rank this?
I would say this one would rank us in the realm of, we will give you this skull back if you leave our town.
Oh.
For all the treasures that Feldensberth has, this is worth all of it, and then some.
A potential bargaining chip, then.
Very much. But you heard Roscoe. The moment that we try to bargain with something, they are going to ambush us. Since we have the intel, we can do our best in order to try to tip this in our favor. What do you think? I think that if we set up the right ambush, we can make this happen.
Sounds like a good idea.
And take out one of their head generals at the same time.
The head general. The one who's taking care of everything here, which will leave it only to a lackey who doesn't know what he's doing.
And then it's only a matter of time before the rest of the army falls.
Exactly. But this is everything at once. I know there's still other missions that could help us with this. There's still the issue of the summoner. It doesn't appear that there is many creatures still being summoned. It actually appears that they've almost been completely stymied. But we are seeing some with new markings, which means that they are not completely finished. That's not good.
Of course.
And also, we still have the issue of the kobolds and orcs. We either get attacked from outside or in. But either way, we're going to be attacked. I'll leave the choice to you. We'll keep defending. We'll keep working. The Bugbear Brigade is working with us this time. Don't worry. I've made sure their fee is handled. They're all getting a very, very pricey artifact for all this. I'll let you take care of them on the next mission. Fair?
Of course.
Fair.
Thank you.
Very fair.
Fair.
Well,
Is there any way that I could assist you?
upon our most recent mission, we happened to come across quite a lot of adamantine ore. I don't suppose there's any way we could work on refining those. Get ourselves some new weapons, arrows.
I'll have Drummer working on it immediately.
Wonderful.
And remind me, how many pounds of ore did you get?
460.
Okay. What is 460 divided by 20?
23.
13 through 3. Okay. Would somebody please go on the advanced dice roller and roll me 23 d20?
Sounds like Maresh is on it.
Sounds like it.
Oh, sorry, my friend's Discord are blowing up.
Ah.
Oh,
I can
I've got
do
it.
I can do it. It's fine.
I got it.
ooh.
23d20, correct?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Okay. Give me just a moment. So you'll have 217 workable pounds of adamantine. Give me just a second to calculate this. It's going to take a minute. With 217 pounds of workable adamantine, you could make 20 longswords. You can make 25 D8 weapons. Sorry, you can make. Let me just make this easy for you guys. You can make 20 versatile weapons, so D8 or D10. You can make 25 D8 weapons. You can make 35 D6 weapons. You can make 100 D4 weapons. You can make 2,000 arrows or bolts or bullets. You can make 10 great weapons, so 2d6, 2d6, d10, or d12. You can make 3 suits of full plate armor. You can make 6 suits of half plate armor. You can make 10 suits of chainmail. You can make 13 suits of chain shirts. Also, this is what happens when I learn Python. I just take a number and now I just take all these things in. This is actually, I'm very impressed that this worked.
Is this something that we should make a decision on now, or should we take the vote back to the caravan?
We should probably take the vote back to the caravan unless there's something that you absolutely want made right away.
No.
I think we should
Yeah,
save the
let's-
vote for later.
We'll discuss it within the caravan.
Okay.
Definitely.
As Drimmer takes all of your 217 usable pounds of adamantine, he nods his head, puts it to the side, and he says to you, "If there's anything that I can do in order to help you with your decision, just let me know. There's a lot that I can do with this, and even more that I can enchant. So just be careful and think, because once I get started working, I'm not going to stop."
Of course.
Well understood.
Okay. So with that, is there anything else you would like to do?
Let's go and talk to Tazahazar. He wanted
look up-
our attention as well.
You look around and you see that Tazahazar has left, and also a large contingency of soldiers has left with him.
All right, then.
Made our decision.
I suppose we should decide on what to do for the day then.
So you have 3 possible missions, or you could work on anything. Remember, there are no ravenous today, so they're not expecting you anywhere.
Alice, I seem to recall you wanting to go and retrieve that dagger.
Yes, I have a feeling that it could be useful, even though it is dangerous.
Uh-huh.
Although to do that, we need to grab the ruins Nordstrom before we go back.
Yes.
Okay.
However, if you guys feel that we should go take care of some of the problems, that's also fine. But I'd like to see what trouble I can get in with that dagger.
Any against?
That sounds fine to me.
Sounds
doable.
fine to me, but I was also thinking of the outside with the ogres and
The orc
or the
encampment?
orcs. Yeah. But
Alright.
definitely let's go get that dagger first.
Alrighty.
Maybe if
Okay.
we're quick, we can do both.
Yes.
That's very
That's what I was
possible.
thinking.
Okay. So you would like to head to the aufladen stone mines?
Yep.
I'd like to
And stop by the
the-
house.
grab the ruins Nordstrom before we head down there.
Okay. You grab the ruins Nostrum, which currently has a curse already in it. It is black.
That's right.
We take this to someone to have it uncursed? What do
Potentially.
you think, Alvis?
Perhaps you could raise a skeleton and have it take on the curse.
I'm not sure that works, but I could try.
Okay.
Whatever you want to do. You're the one who wants the dagger.
Do you remember how to remove its curses?
Wasn't it passing an object through the ring? Or brush?
Not how to absorb the curses. How do you how do you remove them? How do you pass them?
I believe it had to be passed to a living creature. I just don't remember how. Oh, you had to use the Pegasus key.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Would you like a card of inspiration for that? Because that just makes me happy that you remembered that.
Sure, flip it, because I already have one.
Okay.
And drum roll. Nothing right now. That's ominous. Okay, well, I guess we grab the ruins nostrum and the key.
I grabbed the runes Nostrum. Maresh, you want to grab the Pegasus key?
Gotcha.
Okay.
Do you have to remove the curse before you go, or is it like one of those you do it when you're there kind of things?
I need to raise a skeleton before we get too far.
Well, let's
Okay.
make one of those.
Sure. You
On
grab both of those. There are plenty of skeletons to be had, and plenty of zombies as well. You have corpses galore in the middle of a battlefield.
I'll just use one level 3 and raise 2.
Okay. You raise up 2 of them. You have Rosencrantz and Guildenstern as you have both of them next to you. Zombies or skellies?
Let's do zombies.
Zombies it is. A little bit fleshy this time.
Huh?
Okay. So you have 2 zombies next to you. You have Ruin's Nostrum, which is a ring. And you have the Pegasus Key, which is a rod. So what are you going to do?
Hold out the Ruins Nostrum for me, Halvis. And I'll attempt to use the Pegasus key.
Okay.
Brush it across the ring.
Okay.
I hold out the rune's nostrum for him.
Okay. As you press the ruby and the Pegasus key, the flowing hairs come out, and you brush it across Ruin's Nostrum. As that happens, all of the hairs in the Pegasus key turn jet black, and Ruin's Nostrum grows to a large size and looks like a ring of diamonds.
And then I'll brush the key against one of the zombies. See if it transfers.
You brush the key against one of the zombies. As this happens, you watch as the flesh that is on the zombie slowly begins to melt away, as though it was kindling and it was burning. As it continues to melt and sear, you now have a skeleton and a zombie.
Well, that's handy.
And the blackness has seemed to stop.
Cool.
Sweet.
Let's head down to the mines.
Okay. You head down into the mines, back into the aufladen stone mines, where you can see that the resistance has been carving away at the aufladen stones in order to try to get as much as they can for their cause. As you come down and see them in the middle of their work, you go back to the statue, which had had the dagger inside. You go back and notice it's missing.
Gasp. I'll go up to one of the workers and ask them if they've seen it.
A couple of the workers come by, and as they see you looking at it, they're like, no, 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 no! Oh, you're fine. Oh. Wow. Okay, I guess someone took care of that. You okay?
Yes, we're doing quite fine.
Okay. Yeah. So a bloke came by a little while ago, took the knife, and I don't know, it was really weird. He was like throwing up all over the place and getting super sick. He's like tried to cut himself a bunch. It was real bad. Real bad.
You wouldn't have
Did you
happened to
look
see which way he went.
Yeah, he went up.
Yeah. Fair enough.
What did he look like?
Flaming red hair. Gnome, I think. Or halfling. Gnome? Gnome. Yeah, gnome. Yeah. There's a real bunch of tattoos, like all up the left side of his face. It's kind of fat. Also got this like weird rubbery belt on.
A chubby gnome with red hair and face tattoos and a very strange looking belt.
Yeah.
Alright. Very distinct. Well, thank you. We'll keep an eye out for him.
Yeah, you should. We haven't seen him in like 2 days.
As you were.
Cheers. And they get back to mining. Nerbera, you are a ranger, so please roll me a survival check. As you're looking at the ground, you're noticing many, many traces of blood. However, there is a blackness to this blood. Some kind of blight.
Point it out to the others.
Okay. You all see this, and it's a very, very odd-looking blood. It's still wet, that it looks to you. But the black is kind of just slowly... It almost looks like it's moving.
Perhaps Dr. Iris would be interested in this. And I'll scoop a sample of it into my water skin with a stick.
Roll me a
I definitely don't
dexterity.
want to touch it.
Okay, roll me a dexterity saving throw. Okay. As you place the stick into this blood, and you get the glass close to it, you start to scoop. As that happens, you watch as the blood begins to move away from your stick. And then it begins to move faster away from your stick and move towards your fingers. And as it moves towards your fingers, you actually see it leap. And you watch it jump across, and it goes on top of your hands. Your hands sting badly. Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
You take 1 point of necrotic damage and 1 point of corruption. I need for you to put a note on your character sheet that you have a point of corruption.
Okay.
You cannot heal normally, nor recover spell slots normally until the corruption is healed. And you must receive magical healing in order to have the corruption healed from you.
Alrighty.
You feeling okay there, Maresh?
Well, I definitely don't recommend touching it. Probably gonna need to get this looked at.
You notice that as he scrapes the rest of it off, his skin now appears very ashen. It almost looks as though it has been waterlogged. You can see that his fingernails, where the blood had crawled over, now are starting to look black and blue, as though he's been bruised.
Now that you've got it scraped off, does it feel like it's spreading anywhere, or is it staying right in your hand?
It looks like it's staying put.
Well, let's definitely not touch that then, and see what we can do to get you fixed up.
I'll pay Isla a visit sometime. But for now, I think I'm fine.
Okay.
All right. Stay safe. Don't get hurt.
So with that, what is your plan? What are you going to do?
Well, as Nerbera suggested, perhaps we should go and see about the Orc encampment. We definitely don't want to be stuck between two major forces when this battle comes to fruition.
We'll
Do
worry
you want to
about
see
this.
where this leads? If it might lead to the gentleman that took the dagger.
I'd like to see more of this stuff spread.
And he did say it was 2 days ago, so we might have a hard time trying to find him.
We do have a ranger, and if the blood ain't going away, there might be a trail. And a good
Very
ranger
true.
at that.
Very true.
We could also ask Zemfaxi if they know of such a person.
Should we try following it first? Or trailing them first, and then asking Zemfaxi if that doesn't work?
I think that would be a good idea.
Okay. Are you all going to try to trail the creature? Or the person, I'm sorry?
Indeed.
I
Okay.
believe so. Yes.
Kadir? All right. In which case, please roll me a survival check. This is a group survival check. If one of you reaches the DC, we will begin the search. If none of you reach the DC, we will not.
Oh,
Alvis, look at you.
Numbera got it, though.
Oh yeah, that came through slow on my end.
Okay. As you all start following the blood trail, you start noticing that it gets from just a couple drops here and there to a large splattering to the left and a larger splattering to the right. And then even more. Until eventually you get up to a very large and long hole to the north, where a great deal of blood is spattered all around.
Like it's moving.
You notice that the black blood is moving just a little bit.
is this a hole in the wall or is it this thing up here?
It's this.
That's what I thought.
Just step lightly around the blood so that I don't get too close to it as we're looking.
Okay. As you're looking around, it looks like there's a great deal of blood that trails directly into the center of that hole.
Of course.
I don't think it would be wise for us to try and go down that hole. Last time we were here, we avoided it completely.
Oh, but then we don't know what's inside. Does it look like there's a rope or a ladder or any way to get down the hole other than throwing ourselves into the abyss?
It doesn't look like there's anything there, but it does look like if that's what your plan was, is to rappel down, there's plenty of anchor points. Is that your intention?
It's what I'm thinking of. Do we have a light or anything besides a torch that we can throw down to see? If not, I'll just light my torch.
Okay.
And I just want to toss it down to see how far it goes.
Okay. You light your torch, you toss it down, and as you toss it, it bounces from protrusions inside of this hole. It does look like there are sharp rocks down there, so whatever went down there was probably torn to shreds. But as you continue to look down, you notice that as you drop it, it looks like there are things that are escaping from that torch. So as you go down, it looks like whatever sort of jelly or some kind of ooze that is down this hole actively runs from fire. You notice it keeps smacking. The sound continues. And all of a sudden you hear after about 15 seconds.
And I can see it at the very bottom?
You cannot see at the very bottom. However, you can see a little bit of light peering from different corners. So it's not a straight shot. There's many twists and turns and many jagged pitfalls that are down this area. But you're assuming it's somewhere between 300 to 500 feet.
I personally think that we can climb it. Or rappel down. Find the dagger. Maybe find something interesting. It seems like this stuff doesn't like fire, so we've got that.
True. Shall we give it a try?
I mean, I'm up for taking risks. I don't know about you guys.
If this stuff ran from fire, I could drop a fireball down the hole first.
Certainly.
Remember, it's not a straight line.
Well, Vivian's for it. Halva seems ready to try.
Then maybe we should try and find the orcs before it's too late. I'm not sure how long this will take.
That's a very good point, too. We at least know what direction whoever this is went.
It's been 2 days, so either they're gonna either they're going to stay wherever they are, or they're probably quite a bit a while away. And if the blood doesn't disintegrate, then we can always come back to this for later.
If we do leave, I would mention to the workers to stay away from it. We don't want them to get any of the corruption by touching it.
Okay.
Do you think they'll be safe down here? I mean, if I don't know what the corruption does or if it affects anybody in any particular way, but I would hate for anything to come through that hole. If there's any way that we can close it up or create something that'll make noise before we leave it, and just tell the miners to keep an ear out.
So here's what you know so far. Just so I can do a recap and you all can weigh have a little bit more heavily what's going on. You know that the orc encampment is an encampment, so they're not going to move. You know that the item that you're looking for is a Leotan artifact. And you know that somebody else has it and seems to have been corrupted by it. You know that there is a potential ambush once they decide that they are going to go through with a deal. And you also know that there is a summoner who continues to summon creatures. That isn't stopping. And all of these things are possible threats. At this point, you all may choose what your choice is going to be. But it seems like whatever you do is going to help the town. So I'll ask one more time. Let me hear a round. Go ahead and discuss a little bit, and then I'm going to start tallying the votes on who wants to do what.
Well,
In favor of any direction we go, as long as it's exciting.
I agree.
my vote is definitely for the orc encampment.
Okay, I have two people for being excited to decide on something. I have one person who has the orc encampment.
I think that the orc encampment might be the next prudent move for us.
Okay. Alvis?
Oh, as intriguing as that artifact is, and my worry about this blood getting everywhere, probably I'll go and we will take care of the orc encampment first and worry about this hazard later.
Okay. Nerbera and Vivienne, are you going to join and make 5?
I'll go with the orc encampment. Yeah.
Okay. There we go. All right. In which case, we are going to set up the orc encampment battle. As you all get ready, remember, because of the information that Dox has given you, you have clear knowledge of the orc encampment and also know where the entrances are, where the exits are, and where the major threats are. So therefore, there is no fog of war in this, and you may choose where to place your characters.
Ooh, okay.
Because you got all the intel. So,
Ooh.
this is the orc encampment. You know that there are many orc leaders here. Sorry, excuse me. I had the hiccups. Pickles always give me the hiccups. I don't know what it is, but I love it. You know that there are many orcs here. You also know that there is one who is not an orc. It is a shapeshifter. So, you may place yourself anywhere on this map. I'm going to be placing your tokens just off the map to the south. What is your plan of attack? You can go in guns blazing. You can try to pick them off one by one. Each one of these huts has an opening. You'll see a flat section on each of the huts.
I think we should start up here from the top. Oh,
There's skeletons.
Can you step just to look like 2 steps to your left? That's
I
awesome.
love it.
fantastic!
I love it.
You look so good in that. What's that?
Spooky, scary.
Nice.
Yeah, maybe I'll fit in that, and I'll wear that one. I can fit in
Rush's
that.
TikTok is coming through. Spooky, scary skeleton.
Married life is awesome.
All right. Now that you're done flexing on us with your happiness, I say we should go up here from the top and start with this hut. What y'all? Okay. Sorry, pizza.
Yes! You stop flexing on us with your happiness.
Is there a way to get up onto the wall?
Yes. So this is a wooden wall. The spikes at the top are very rudimentary, and all of the logs are not hewn. So therefore, they are very thick with bark. You could potentially climb them. As you're looking across, there are no lookouts.
Interesting.
Possible to maybe persuade one of the orc generals, have their men fight for us
Just
in
Just-
exchange.
Don't I?
Just one?
In exchange, well, if at least one of them can become chief, and the others might follow. If the others don't follow, then at least we have someone that we can use. And once we take the other leaders out, and there's only one, that will only leave him or her. And their forces will be our forces.
You want to try to make this a duel?
Perhaps.
I do also have access to Charm Monster. We could definitely try getting some of them on our side.
I'll say hold on for the charm monster until we have no other choice. Because if we can get one to join us on their own terms, well, our terms, but he'll think it's his, then we have something else. We'll have more forces.
Do you think it would help by starting with an orc on our side?
Couldn't hurt.
I'm going to cast Disguise Self then, and look like an orc.
Oh.
Okay.
If I can, a moment later, or 6 seconds later, I will also like to cast Tongues, so that I can speak orc.
Smart. Smart.
Okay.
And just go, I hate this form.
Oh, God. I was not planning on this at all, but I'm so ready for it. How do you guys always do this to me? I have like this epic battle planned, and all of a sudden I'm just like, no, we want to take the diplomatic route.
9 +9 in persuasion. I'm a
Where did-
diplomat.
Where did I put that in my notes? I didn't put the diplomatic option in my notes. Okay.
Plus, with my divination, I mean,
Stop.
You know something. You are a bard. You could seduce them.
That is a misunderstanding for all bards. That's just the jealousy of how sexy all musicians are. That's all.
I mean, Maresh, you can also just try yourself as your own self.
What's the whole point? I am a sexy kenku. This is how it
That needs
works.
to be like an affirmation on your mirror in the morning.
So, you turn yourself into a very pretty orc. No, just orc. Sorry. We didn't specify anything like that. That's totally fine.
I did go with just an average orc, yeah.
Average orc. You got it. You are average orc. As you do so, you cast tongues upon yourself, which allows for 1 hour of being able to speak any language and understand any language spoken to you. Okay. So
Nice.
with that,
can I use a ritual to use detect magic?
absolutely. We'll say that these are timed so that everything happens at the same time, not one after
Okay.
the other. So we're wasting. So any time is wasted, just to be fair.
Okay.
Does anybody else want to prepare anything too?
I think I'm. What do you guys think if I cast invisibility on myself and then fly about 20 feet above everybody's head?
Yeah, could be nice for surprise attack.
Just some random stuff falling from the sky?
Yeah.
Are we thinking of going to this one first?
Say, let's always make sure to have an exit to our back, just in case negotiations go south.
Right.
Okay.
And yeah, I think we should start with this top hut with the 2.
Okay, I'm gonna move myself that way.
Okay. Please place yourself wherever you wish to be. You all should be able to control your characters. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are with you, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And I am going to.
I just saw you change your name to Vivienne to Orc.
Yes.
Love it.
I'll try to stay near the front of the group just so it kind of looks like oh, there's an orc who's not just like hanging out at the back. Like, I belong here.
Are you all planning on going in with Vivienne? Or is Vivienne going... Is this a solo diplomatic mission?
I will go in because I will also cast.
Oh,
I figured it would be very
Disguise
helpful
self.
to have Agmar here as well
Okay. Disguise
with the
self.
persuasion.
You
I
cast
am
on...
going to have Minday like up here though. Just
Okay.
kind of sitting, watching.
Got it. Roll me a stealth check for Minday.
Find her.
I have my shrike over here, just perched.
Okay. Agmar, are you going in as Agmar, or are you disguising as well?
I don't have any disguise self. I'm just gonna put my hood up and I'm gonna put my hood down and just instead of you, I'm gonna be just walking with my quarterstaff next to them.
Okay. Got it.
Slightly tapping the ground in front of me.
And Mende is small, so just not like a huge dragon. He's a small dragon.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so Lord Geyser is invisible. Or sorry, Halvis is invisible. Maresh, what's your choice?
I'll be standing back, just on the side here next to this skeleton.
Oh,
Okay.
and hold on. I'm also going to use my shield and just plop it right over here. The tower shield.
Okay.
Agmar, you're probably the most convincing of us all, even though we look like orcs. Do you want to go ahead and do the talking?
I can try.
We'll be like your
No.
bodyguard, something like that.
Yeah.
Roll me a
I'm
stealth
just a
check
diplomat.
first. Agmar, roll me a stealth check.
Gotcha.
You slam the tower shield down into the ground. It does stick. It makes a pretty big racket. Nothing seems to happen. What are you going to do?
I
Start what?
I was gonna also, before we step away, cast a cordon of arrows.
What does that do again? Is that a trap?
Plant 4 pieces of non-magical ammunition, arrows or crossbow bolts, into the ground within range and lay magic upon them to protect an area. Until the spell ends whenever a creature other than you comes within 30 feet.
Okay. Can you please make a circle for me? And wherever that circle is going to be your 30-foot radius. Or the center point for your 30-foot radius. All right. So, Vivienne, Agmar, Nabera, Halvis, where are you going to go? While Maresh chills back.
I'm gonna hover my 20 feet right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
In our learning about this this whole area, did it seem like there was a particular hut or tent that would have the leader?
Yes, you do know it's the largest one. It's the one in the center. Which one of these circles is yours, Nabera?
The bigger one.
The bigger one? Got it. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm just trying to make it the 30 feet.
Just make it small, so it's like a 5-foot square. This way I can do 30 feet out from that.
Okay.
Okay. So you know the largest of the huts, closest to the center, is where it would be.
So this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you guys feel about heading straight to the top?
I say we go for it.
Nabera, you good?
Yeah, and I can't make that. I don't know how to make that smaller.
That's fine. I understand. Okay, so you guys are going straight to the head honcho.
Yeah.
Confident?
Okay. Agmar starts moving forward, Vivienne passing by. Halvis coming as well, Nerbera.
As we walk, I'd like to just hum a little bit of bardic inspiration quietly. For Agmar doing the talking. So that'll be a D8
D8.
over the next 10
Okay.
minutes. Yeah.
Okay. Agmar, you sense powerful magic coming from the hut to the south. There is many powerful pieces of magic. They all seem to be enchantments.
Already know about the enchantments. Like
You
from
would-
items?
You
Or
believe
like-
you believe them all to be items.
Okay. I just whisper, he might be heavily armed with magical weapons. So, take care.
Quick question, Viz. These huts, they have roofs on them, like solid roofs, or they're like straw huts or something.
It's like straw huts. There are thatch roofs on the top. It's more for efficacy than it is for style.
Okay.
Agmar, as you get to the front, you get this overwhelming sense of evil coming from this sensory explosion in front of you. As the rest of you see what appears to be this blue-skinned orc, you see dozens of massive scars all up the front of its face, its muscles bulging to an impossible size. You see it's covered in many chains, each one of them laced with different bones and small trophies. You can see that he has a massive greatsword on his back and a bandolier of magic wands across his chest. You see that he has many, many little side pouches, each one of them seeming to be covered in potion bottles of many different colors, but many of them red.
Oh.
As you all cross in front, you can see that he looks at you. Agmar, something pierces your veil of darkness, the way you see the world. And clearly within your senses, you know his eyes are looking into you. They're looking beyond you. And you feel cold.
I put my hand up with a smile. I am Agmar. I'll step inside. My name is Agmar Zaitochi. I am quite the army you have over here. Sir, what is your name, if I may be so bold to ask?
You may not be this bold. You are so
I
bold
apologize.
to come into my home. Uninvited.
You're right.
Not only that, but you have the face of my enemy. You have the face of the enemy of my god. Why would you dare speak to me, insect?
I apologize, sir. I do not know the customs, the orc customs over here. I just came here on behalf of Vereldium's birth in order to parlay. If you would be so great and merciful to let me speak my words, shall I continue?
For every word you speak, I will take it out of your hide. But I will listen to your words and calculate each pound of flesh. Continue.
May I request for every word a lashing, then?
No. You make no requests here.
All right. Well, I am coming on behalf of Vereldium's birth in order to hope that we may convince you to join our side. And I say this because as mighty as you may be, even I, blind, can sense your own power. But you do not get the respect you deserve when it comes to these dragons and demons. You sit here in these huts that I assume were either given to you, you had to build yourselves. But either way, compared to the resources that they have in their giant tower, it's disrespectful. It is what it is. It is what it is. I come to say that if you would help us in defeating the other dragon, for the other dragon has, I'm well aware that you know, have fallen to my comrades and allies. For we too have great power. And if you are willing to just join us for this moment, we offer you certain weapons. I believe you know about the shipment that was taken, about the lost boat. Is that correct?
Keep talking.
Well, I'm pretty sure those oars were supposed to be made into weapons. And of course, they were going to be made into weapons. Were they going to be offered to you, or were they going to be offered to what the demons and the dragon thought more suitable?
You are foolish. So foolish. You think that my god's vessel was meant for weapons, when in fact it was meant to be his body all along for when he comes back. How dare you insult so much, speak so much, knowing how much it will cost you? You will die here today, Agmos.
And you
Well,
see his
then-
body completely transform into what appears to be a blue Abishai. I need for you all to roll initiative.
Well, we tried.
Can I use my inspiration that I had done to rewind the 10 minutes?
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Let's run that back real quick.
Okay.
Oh, boss move.
So that would be, what, back to the beginning, or?
Yeah, you guys are just now getting all your spells off, and you're right back to the beginning. Nerbera just cast that really cool
Cordon
spell.
of arrows.
Yeah, the Cordon of Arrows.
Yeah.
And you guys are all walking in your pathway.
I kind of put my hand up, like,
You bastard, that was so
Hold
good.
on.
I totally forgot about that.
like, hold on. I've seen visions of what is to come. The leader, the orc leader is not an orc at all. It is an Abishai. There is not much room to try and reason with him. For in my vision, I tried and failed.
Well then,
That's
We
most
may have. So our options are either to maybe renegotiate, because I know what the adamantium was made for. It was supposed to be made for a vessel, for his god. So we can either storm there and unleash hell right off the bat before he has a chance to react, or try the diplomatic way once more. But unsure how far we can actually go with that.
Sounds like if his focus is his god, then there's not much he's going to do on our side.
No. Zealots are hardly ever reasonable.
People who have something to believe in are willing to die for that something. It's unlikely that they would betray their god.
True.
Well, should we send him to his maker?
We must do it quickly, for he has also enchanted items in there as well. Weaponry, possibly an armor. He may be enhanced. And he is strong. It doesn't take much. It takes much to unnerve me, but my hands are shaking a bit.
Should I try to take out the ones that seem like they're by themselves then in their own homes? Try to reduce numbers one by one?
Possibly, if we can do it silently. I am going to go over here. I have a hunter's trap and caltrops. I'm going to place some caltrops over here.
Okay, just make a box for me, please.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, that's right in the way of the cordon of arrows, so that'd be like a 2 for
there.
1. And it's fine. I'm just letting you know that there's also something there too. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we drop some caltrops there.
Is your intention to lure him over this area?
Possibly, if we cannot do this silently, at least this will give us some time, so we're not immediately swarmed.
Understood.
Actually, I have
We do.
4 bags of caltrops, so I'm gonna put another one. Sorry, over here.
Okay.
And over here.
Okay, you're gonna try to tower defense this thing.
Yeah.
I can dig it.
We do have this hut directly to our south, as well as 2 people capable of casting fireball. They're basically trapped in there, right? If we wanted to.
Just remember, fireball is loud.
Yeah. It's going to create it's going to create a loud sound. I say we enter, and those that can do things with silence, that can do things silently, make the first strike.
Ooh, that did just give me a good idea.
What's that?
I have Dimension Door, so I could go make a distraction on the other side using Fireball, and then just hop right back over here. What y'all think?
I think that's definitely an option. If we can take some of them out silently, then we won't have them all on alert.
And depending on where you go, I can, if you want to take me with you and back.
Unfortunately, Dimension Door only works for myself and Holden.
And one person.
Does it?
One person up to your size.
Oh, well, it's still wouldn't work then. She's giantkin.
No, she's not a large creature. She's considered a medium creature.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, I could definitely take you with me.
Because then I could place another cordon of arrows on that side.
Does anyone have any holy that can do any radiant damage? Because once that Abishai comes into play, we might need it.
Not me.
I mean, I am radiant. Does that count?
I have my conjure barrage, but don't want to do that unless have you at my back.
Good.
All right.
And
Shall we go for the distraction plan?
I say, Naresh, once we go in and take down these two, if you hear shouting, then use the dimension door and create the distraction. But if we take them out silently, I think we should try and hold it for as long as we can.
Okay.
What's the plan?
Alright. Does that sound like a ideal plan for the rest of you?
So, me and Nerbera will go to the other side and set up some traps while y'all try to stealthily take down the two in here.
Are we going for the two in there, or are we going for the single individual ones first?
Let's go for the two. Or the one first.
That was the
On.
choices that she gave you, actually. The two or the one.
Yeah, this one
I
over
think-
here in the south.
I think the one. All right. Then let's go, Nerbera. Let's head around to the other side.
Agmar looks like he's rushing to the south. Vivian follows. Okay.
Can we safely say that where the hut touches the road, that's probably where the front door would be, right?
That is correct.
Okay.
So I will also allow you to, if you're planning on making these sneak attacks, I have rules for assassination. So if you're planning on
Okay.
doing that, and if you hit at least 1/4 of the creature's total hit points with a single attack, it just kills it straight out.
Okay. Vivian, I suggest you maybe enter first, have him face away from the door, and I'll follow.
This can also be a combined attack too, so it's not just from one person's attack, it must be a quarter. It can be from however many all at once. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Let's say for example, Vivian attacks and you attack Agmar. If your total damage, because it just hits, if your total damage is greater than a quarter of that health, it just kills him. And that's for all. If that's for everybody. It's not just melee attacks. It can be magic, range, whatever.
Okay.
I am going to walk in as a perfectly average-looking female orc.
Okay.
And what do I see? Are they doing anything?
You can see that they're sitting down. They look to be eating what appears to be a packaged meal. It's wrapped in some kind of odd animal skin, but it looks as though they're eating just a tub of what looks like almost like peanut butter.
I will walk to the other side if I can, facing on the opposite side of the door, and say, "Hi, can I join you?"
He looks up at you and he's... Yes. Hi. Are you new?
Hi. Sort of. I've been sent here just to kind of get to know everybody, you know. Somebody said that this encampment needed some fun and companionship, so.
You're speaking
sort
very
out.
pretty, and I'm very concerned.
Well,
And
that's
I-
my job.
I nod to Vivian.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to attack with my Vorpal sword.
Okay.
And
Vivian,
I will
are-
pull up.
Gotcha. Okay, go
Yes.
ahead and make those attacks.
And would I get sneak attack damage?
Yes, you would get the whole thing. Okay, so Agmar's at two-handed?
Yeah, he's using two hands.
You all get him from both sides and completely annihilate him.
Nice.
He was curious, and now he's dead.
As they say, curiosity killed the cat.
That's very true. Okay, I seem to have lost Nerbera and Maresh. Oh, there you are. You're towards the southern entrance. So, Nerbera, Maresh, they just did a thing. I'm assuming that you're doing something at the same time. Is that correct?
Yes, I didn't
Yeah.
want to interrupt the dialogue. I was going to say, Nerbera, I think you should place your trap over here.
There's an open door over
Thinking-
there.
I was thinking right here.
There's an open doorway there as well.
Mm.
Right. Oh, those were the doors there. But they're just open. It's like an open gap, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I'll start marking them so it's a little bit easier for everybody.
Rish, why don't you stay back at the gate and let me move in? Since I am still under
Disguise.
my disguise as an orc. And that was my 30 feet there. So that's why I was going to place it.
We're not initiative, so feel free to move as much as you need to.
Okay. Let me zoom back out so I can see. Resh, where were you thinking of throwing the distraction?
Well, if you want to place your trap like somewhere in this area, somewhere in this area where you won't be seen, I could definitely throw a fireball into this house.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
Okay. You're going to lean back. Maresh, where are you going to throw the fireball?
I will throw it into this house with the 2.
Okay. Got it. So you're going to make the kaboom. Nabera, are you firing a shot at the one that you can see? Or are you just leaving it as is?
I am leaving as is since I am looking as an orc. So I'm gonna just see how he reacts to me standing here.
Okay. As you come into the as you come into the to his visual, they look at you and they're very confused. They visibly don't know who you are. You see this one actually getting up from crouching, and he starts moving towards you. He taps on the shoulder of the one next to him. What are you going to do? I need a reaction.
I don't speak orc. I'm just going to nod.
Okay. You see them both come out. And as they come out, they grip what appear to be large, spiked mace. As they come out, and each one of them starts shouting at you in orc.
I put a hand up to just say, and just try to say, calm.
How? Do you say verbally, or do you try to be nonverbal?
Nonverbal. Just try it with like emotion with my hand.
Let me persuasion check at disadvantage. Give me just a second. Need to go to the character sheets. Okay. They seem very, very off-put by you being here. And you see that one of them knocks over the water trough in front of them in an attempt to get even closer to you. They're now all up in your face. They're not striking you, but they are right up against you. They're making a racket.
Glance over at Maresh.
I'll give a nod. Like, is it time? Nod.
And I nod slightly back.
Alrighty then. I will be throwing a fireball into this hut on the left.
Okay, I need to roll for 2 dexterity saving throws. $16 and 32 points. Yeah, they're both toast. But a massive kaboom explodes. Sneak attack is no longer possible, as now the entirety of the camp is active. Those creatures in front of you both shield themselves from the massive blast. And I need for everybody to roll me initiative.
Okay.
All right, we took out a couple of them.
Even lower than the
Little
last
better.
one I rolled.
A little better than the last one.
I have to keep going back and forth between screens. It's not often I get to play as monsters, but when I do, it's fun. Okay. Let me bring up the initiative tracker. Maresh, Vivienne, Halvis, Nerbera. I'm missing one of you. Who am I missing? Agmar.
Agmar?
Yeah, 18.
Okay. Agmar is 18. Do we have any double numbers that aren't monsters? No. Okay.
When we did mention door, I dropped calling Minde, and because I cast the spell of Cordon Arrows, I was able to recall her back over by me.
Okay. Sure. So Minde's next to you.
Well,
Is
and I put her where I have her now.
Okay, got it. So Nerbera, is Cordon Arrows going off? Is that a thing that just happens?
Until the spell ends, whenever a creature other than you, and I can also say designate other creatures, so my allies, it ignores them, but any other creature comes within 30 feet of the ammunition for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there, one piece of ammunition flies up to strike it.
Okay, and that's 20 pieces of ammunition or something? How many?
It's 4 pieces of non-magical ammunition. So I put 4 arrows there and 4 arrows on the other opposite side.
Roll 2 for me, please.
Creature must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6.
What's the dexterity saving throw? What is your DC?
The dex save for it is, I posted it earlier, is a 13, I
15.
believe. 15?
15. Yeah, I scrolled up 15.
15. Got it. Give me just a moment. Claw. They both fail.
Woo!
2d6.
Two each.
Okay.
And the spell ends when all 4 have been expanded.
Got it. Okay, they both take a an arrow to the knee. Oh. All right. First up, Halvis. You are floating. What do you want to do?
How high are the huts?
About 30 feet tall at the very tip. The walls are only about 10 feet tall.
I'm going to... what the heck? Yeah. I'm going to hold a fireball aiming... where's my pin? Aiming here, in case those 2 come rushing out to investigate.
Okay. And that's all you want to do in your turn? You're going to move, bonus action?
I'm going to hold position here for now.
Okay. Agmar, it's your turn.
So I am just going to hear that, so I'm just gonna rush in. Hold on. Move here, and grabbing my Vorpal's sword, I am going to go ahead and attack the first one.
Okay.
Did it go?
It
There
did.
it is.
There
Okay,
it is.
32 definitely hits. Is that
And
14
it's
points of
two-
damage?
Yeah, 14 because it's two-handed. And then I'm gonna attack him again
Okay.
with my extra attack.
Okay.
When the 2-handed damage is less than the 1-handed, sad.
Happens often, actually.
Yeah.
It's the risk you take. You rolling again? 27. Okay, that does come through. And how do you want to do this?
So I go in, just not saying a word, just putting back my hood, and I slash him once, and then just bring it back to take him out. And then slowly my head just goes right to the other one.
All right.
Nice.
And I'm gonna just, after doing that, just tell him, lay down your arms if
Can
you
you
want
speak-
to live.
And you can speak Orcish?
I'm saying in common.
Oh, okay.
Do not speak Orcish.
Got it. Okay, Agmar, that is your turn. You hear a loud groan coming from the hut to your north. You just hear,
This is getting tiresome.
as Heicho is getting himself out there. Can he see anybody? He can't. Okay. Halvis, you can see him, however. I want to make sure of a distance thing. Okay. You see that he pulls his greatsword and he can hold it in a single hand. And he pulls out a wand. Vivienne, it's now your turn.
If I get right up close and try to peek around the hut, can I tell what direction Hecho is looking?
Roll me a stealth check because you're trying to make sure he doesn't see you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Roll me a stealth check. You try to peek out just a little bit, but you forget that your disguise is on, and you realize that you made yourself just a little bit taller. The top of your disguise pops out. And he casts fear in your direction. You just see a cone of blasting screams and horrors coming in your direction. I know it says 30 feet, but this creature has a lot of really cool abilities. And I don't have the thing that does the other cool thing. So I need a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay.
Your DC is 20. You are afraid and cannot actively move closer to Hicho.
Okay.
Also, all attacks against Hicho are at disadvantage. Okay, Vivienne, that's just your movement to look out there. Action, bonus action?
Okay. If I can't move any closer to him, I can't really get inside there. I guess I'm going to move and just dash in the direction of Nerbera and Maresh
Okay.
as my bonus action and my yeah, bonus action and like minus a little bit of my movement.
Okay. Ouch. Got kitty fur in my eyes.
And I think I'm going to use my action just to explain that the head chief is out and he's casting spells. So look out.
Okay. As you do that, the two orcs that are in front of you notice that you come by, and they say, Hicho comes! Hicho kill! He kill us! And then you see him get more and more angry towards Nebera. Okay. So, Vivienne, that is your turn. The orc that was inside is going to use his bonus action to be aggressive and move directly up against you. The others are going to move right up against Agmar. The others are all going to start running out, using aggression to move towards Nebera, which get them all up next to her, because it doubles their move speed. This one...
That would activate my hold action, them coming out, correct?
Yes, it would. So go ahead and fire that off.
Fire.
Well, the 20 and an 8. Good lord, your deck save is high. Yeah, they're gone. As soon as they come out, you just watch as each one of them just... lights on fire.
Nice.
Your invisibility has fallen.
Figured that was
Okay.
going to happen.
Yep. But it was worth it.
Oh, yeah. Definitely
Alright.
worth it.
These guys are going to run out as well. And they are going to see Heicho is out. This one is going to run around, and he is going to reinforce Heicho. These two are going to run around, and they are going to get caught in the traps. I need dex checks from them to see if they fail, succeed. The one on the top is going to stop flat because he just got poked in the feet by the... just got poked in the feet by the caltrops. The one down below is still going to take the damage, though. Roll me a d4, please, Agmar. 2d4.
Okay.
2d4. Sorry.
2d4. Give me 1 second. Let's see. What is it?
And the coordinate arrows do go off, Nibera, so roll for 2 of those. Okay. 2d4 is 4 and 3, so the one up top takes 4, the one down below takes 3. These are nasty caltrops. I get them right in the bad arteries.
Oof.
Okay. So the coordinate arrows, unfortunately, neither one of them connects because they rolled an 18 and a 19 for their dex save. Okay. The ones against Agmar, the one against Vivienne, or sorry, the two against Agmar, the one against Vivienne, and then the two against Nerbera are all going to make their attacks. So, against Nerbera, (19 to hit and 23 to hit).
And 19 misses with 23 hit.
10 points of slashing, and the second two, natural 20 and 17.
17 misses.
All right, 24 will hit with 6 points of slashing damage. Vivienne, this one's for you. 16 and 7.
Both miss.
Okay. And Agmar, these are for you.
All right. Miss.
10 and 9. 17 and 8.
Miss.
Okay. That is all the attacks that are possible for this turn. Nerbera, it is now your turn.
Can I use my reaction on the one that hit me?
Oh, yeah, sure. What do you want to do?
So it's repost. I don't think I've used this before, and it has a superiority die, which I'm not as familiar with. But it is when you make when a creature misses you with a melee attack, use your reaction to make a melee attack against it.
Nice.
Let me see. And expend one superiority die to make a melee weapon attack against it. Add the superiority die to the attack's damage roll on hit. Is that the same thing as my hit die?
It's a D8. Superiority dice is D8, and that's a fighter ability. So you took like a martial proficiency or something like that as a feat, right?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, then you get one of them.
Okay. So I make that, and then I roll a d8?
Yes. So it would be piercing. You would get the acid, and then you would get the D8 on top of that. So that's 14 total. 14 total points of regular damage, 3 points of acid damage. So 17 total points of damage. How do you want to do this?
Nice.
Oh, just I turn right around and I just go straight across his neck.
Okay, you just cut him straight down as that happens, and you are no longer being harried by this creature. Nerbera, it's now your turn.
I am going to attack the one directly in front of me.
Okay.
Here. With one of my daggers.
Okay.
And I get 2 attacks, so I'm gonna swipe at it twice.
Okay. 17 will hit. 14 will hit. You do 9 points of damage to it. Okay. Bonus action?
Bonus action, I'm going to have Minde. I'm gonna have her hop over on top of this hut
Okay.
for right now, and that's it.
Got it. All right. Are you going to move?
No.
Maresh, it's now your turn.
Alrighty. First up, we are going to Dimension Door. And I'm going to jump over here by Vivienne.
Okay.
Then bonus action, Quicken Spell. We're going to hit the orc in front of Nerbera with a pair of Eldritch Blasts.
Okay.
Or actually a trio of Eldritch Blasts. I'm level 11.
Okay, you should probably shoot those one at a time.
All right.
20 will
One,
hit for 3 points of damage. Okay, it's still up.
2.
19 will hit for 2 points of damage. How do you want to do this?
I'm going to blast him right in his stupid face.
His stupid face is now mush. All right, one more Eldritch Blast.
I'll send that to the next one, the one next to it.
Okay, fire a shot. 8 points of damage. Nice. This one is looking real rough.
And
what is...
then
Got it. Sorry.
I was just saying, that's it. That's it.
Okay, Shasha, it's now your turn. Or Shasha's
Let's
turn.
see. All right, she has 60 foot of movement, so I'm going to go ahead and let me see.
Oh, she's all the way up there.
Mm-hmm.
That's 60. I'll move her right over here. And for action, I'll just have her move 5, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Actually, yeah, just gonna go over here. Yeah, over here.
Okay. Is that the end of Shasha's go?
And yeah, she's using her action to double move.
Got it.
And that ends.
Got it. Halvis, it's now your turn. What's up?
Point of order, real quick. The other orc that's still standing near me, he ended his turn near that cordon of arrows, correct? They both did.
Yes, they did. Okay, so go ahead and roll the, or I have to roll the thing. Sorry.
Yep.
Thank you for reminding me. Natural 1, so go ahead and roll another cordon of arrows. 3 to hit. Or, sorry, 3 points of damage. Still up. Okay.
Brought him down more.
Yeah, the other one would have gotten hit, so I'm going to give this to you as a grace because I forgot about it. So go ahead and I'm going to roll one more time. If I succeed, that's what the other one would have gotten. Wouldn't have changed. So I do fail, so go ahead and roll another cordon of arrows. I want to keep it fair. I did forget about this. Okay, and that's 2 points of damage. So how do you want to do this?
Hey.
Nice.
Just lean back away, just still standing in my spot, but lean back away as I feel the other 2 arrows swish by me. Just the breeze of the 2 arrows coming up and just smacking him right in the head.
Both of them get absolutely destroyed, with Maresh's bolts coming from behind you and yours coming from your east. Both of them fall. Halvis, it's now your turn.
All right. First things first, I am going to cast Envard's Black Tentacles over here where, can't see his name, zoom too far out.
H.O.?
H.O. is.
Okay. You wouldn't have visual on him. Do you need to be able to see? And you're trying to cast it directly on the person? Is that correct?
Tentacles 20-foot square I can see within range. So I'll go up, I'll fly up. You said the building's, what, 30?
The building's 30 at its highest. So if you're at 20 feet, you wouldn't be able to see HO, but you would be able to see like the wall of the building right beyond it.
That would work.
Okay.
Broad tool. So 20 foot would be 2, 3, 4, like that.
That's 5 by 4, but yes, that's mostly what it is.
Oops.
So, like this?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so you're trying to get him inside Evard's Black Tentacles?
Yes.
Okay, and that's bludgeoning.
Yes.
Here, one moment. That's a dexterity saving throw. Got it. Natural 20.
Reroll that.
19. Okay. 15,
Nice.
15 points of damage, and what does that mean for him? Does it do anything else?
Let's see, it's... And restrained by the tentacles until the spell ends. A creature that starts its turn in the area and is already restrained by the tentacles takes 3d6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, got it. Okay, and it has to strength save or dex check. Otherwise, it takes damage if it ends its turn in that area. Right?
It's starts its turn in the area. Oh wait, Squareman, you want to...
So it doesn't take the 15 yet. It would take it on the start of its turn. From
When
what I
a creature
understand.
enters the affected area on the first time on its turn or starts its turn there, the creature must succeed a dex saving throw.
Got it. Okay. So the damage will go over on his turn, but his turn is coming up. So that makes sense.
Okay.
All right. Are you going to move?
move, no bonus action, though. I'm going to have the skeletons. Oop, I'm still on the draw tool. If I counted this right, that should be 25 there and 25 there.
Yes, should be.
Well, I
Okay.
have skeleton and zombie, and have each of them attack.
Okay.
Did the skeleton happen to come with weapons?
No, you didn't equip him.
Okay.
Punch him.
All right. First, I'm a zombie.
19 does hit. 4 points of bludgeoning damage. It's looking
Yeah,
pretty
that-
rough.
And the skeleton will also attack the one on top
Okay.
with a nice punch, which I'm assuming strength.
Yes. Okay, that's a 12. That's not going to hit, unfortunately. Okay. Halvis, is that your full turn?
Yes, that is my full turn.
Are you staying at 20 feet high?
I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to stay at 20 feet high for now.
Okay,
Because if
got
I
it.
can't see him, that means he can't see me.
Okay, understood. Halvis, that is what you do. Agmar, it is now your turn.
I kind of, again, looking back at them, I kind of tell them, I warned you. And I'm going to strike the one that's next to me on the east
Okay.
with my Vorpal Blade, two-handed.
Roll an attack. Hmm. Okay, this one, natural 1. So I'm going to have to call that as a miss.
Got it. Okay. And I'm going to strike at it one more time.
Okay. If yours come up faster than mine, just let me know. Just tell me what you got.
There you go. 24, and for two-handed, 10 points of
Okay.
damage.
10 points of damage. He's looking really rough. Not a lot of HP on these guys. Just a lot of them. Okay, Agmar. Are you going to make your third attack?
Oh, I don't have a third attack. I just have the 2, and that's going to end my turn.
Okay. Heicho. You hear him, ah! And after he groans, you all watch a bright flash. After that happens, Halvis, your tentacles disappear.
Oh.
Well, that ain't nice.
Convenient.
He still took the damage, though, right?
He took the damage. You did hear him cry out in pain. He is casting mirror image on himself using a wand. Okay.
Ooh.
He now has 3 images of himself. Okay. So, that is his turn, and he is not moving. You see that the light is still emanating from his feet, and he is not moving. Vivienne, it is now your turn.
With fear, do I have to continue to move away from this creature?
Actually, did you try to save at the end of your last turn? To save from the fear?
I don't believe I did.
All right, try to save again. Use a wisdom saving throw. You need to get a 20. That's a failure.
I
Okay, so
use
you're
my
still
inspiration card.
if you want. Sure.
Well, that was a waste of an inspiration card.
It's 13. Okay.
All right. So do I continue to move away from the creature?
You cannot actively move towards it, but he can move towards you.
Okay. So if I can, I want to just move right over here where I'm out of line of sight of him.
Okay.
And then I would like to look in to the other hut if I can see inside.
Mm-hmm.
And the one that's just right next to Agmar, I want to, in Orcish, whisper something very disparaging about his mother.
You do not ruin this creature's day.
Ah. And then I think I'm going to. I'll hum a little tune and give Agmar some bardic inspiration since he didn't get it with the rewind.
Got it. Okay. Vivienne, is that your turn?
That will be my turn.
Okay, the orcs are all going to start forming in. Each one of the orcs are beginning to rush. They're all using their bonus actions to be aggressive and moving ahead.
Oh, can I make my wisdom roll?
Yes, you may.
Damn it.
These two are going to attack Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. Rosencrantz. Guildenstern. You tell me if either of them die off that.
Die off? No.
Okay. They are going to get off the caltrop so they aren't hurt anymore. The other one is at reduced speed, but they are going to get back behind the caltrops. They're ending their turn within 30 feet, so 2 cordon arrows, please. No, actually, they both save. So no cordon arrows, and the arrows are gone. Okay. These two stay up close. This one is going to rush Nabera. Oh my goodness, my nose. Those two are going to continue to try to claw at Agmar.
Nope.
Okay, Nabera, you're going to get 2 claws. 20 and 23.
Both hit.
Okay, 10 points of slashing damage. And yeah, that's everybody. Okay. Nabera, it's now your turn.
I'm going to attack with my dagger. I'm actually going to... Will it be an action or bonus action to drop my disguise self?
It's just free.
Okay. Because I'm going to drop disguise self and then take 2 swipes at the orc in front of me.
Okay, hardcore. You want to see it? You want to have him see your face as you do it? 24 and 16, they both hit for 9 points of damage. Okay, he's still up.
Okay. I'll stay engaged with him, but I'm going to, with my bonus action, have Minday hop over here to the top of this hut.
Okay.
And command her to attack Evo in that direction.
The orc or Hecho? Hecho.
Both.
Got it. Okay.
And she is going to do her breath attack.
How
that she
far
got
is her breath attack?
a 45-foot cone.
That's correct. Okay. Awesome.
Ooh.
It would just hit them both. Go for it. What do they
They
have to
have
roll
to
for that?
do a con save of 10.
The first one fails, so he undergoes the first steps of petrification.
Mm-hmm.
24.
Okay.
So Hecho saves.
Okay.
Lucky him.
I'm sorry, I clicked the wrong thing. I clicked a different saving throw. That's my fault. I need to re-roll that. 13. He still saves.
Still saves.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Got it. Maresh, it's now your turn.
Alrighty. We're gonna throw out a fireball.
Okay.
and it's going to be aimed. Did that click? There we go. And it's going to be aimed in this corner behind these two orcs, so I don't hit Nervera.
Okay. Fireball goes off. Let me see what their dex saves are. They have to hit a 17 or higher.
Yep.
6 and 7. They both fail. 24 points of damage. How do you want to do this?
I just scream out, "Burn, fools!"
And they just watch them.
And then I will just hold my position.
I wanted to say something else cool after that. I felt it on my tongue, and then it just went away. Okay. You're going to hold your position. Is that it? Are you all done?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Gotcha. What is Shasha going to do?
So Shasha is going to. Let me see. She's just gonna move over here on this side, perch on it, and hold her, and that's gonna finish her turn.
Halvis, it's now your turn.
All right, make sure I got my numbers right here.
Oh wait, hold on.
I am going
Hold on,
to...
Habius.
If you're wondering, we are playing in the Vanguard Tactics in the Discord, link at the top.
Nice.
Come to us.
Oh, okay. You guys were actually... Thought for a second that he was just like, no, I want your turn.
No.
So just sending a message.
Discussing.
Okay.
Good hydration break if anybody needs some water.
Yeah.
Mid-combat hydration.
All right.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Okay. I'm going to first fly up. So I am at 65 feet.
Okay.
And then I have wanted to use this spell for so long.
Okay.
And I have space to do it.
Okay. What are you going to do?
On the top of this hut right here.
Which one?
The one to the north. This one here.
Okay. Got it. What do you want to do?
Have a circle of death.
Counter spell, 6th level.
Pause.
Feels so good when I get to do it on my side.
Well then, caltrops are, well, no, I guess I can't.
It was also
Yeah,
part of your
never.
card that you're, like, if you were going to do a massive spell, it was going to fail.
Ah. Okay, well, that ends my turn.
Sorry, bud.
No worries.
You got your chance. You can still do it. All right. Halvis, that is your turn. You're 65 feet up, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I
Can you
gotta
change
change
your...
that.
Yeah, if you don't mind. Agmar.
This is
you're up.
why. This is why people hate fighting
I'm gonna
against
finish.
spellcasters.
I'm gonna finish off this dude from my right.
You can try. Okay, you got it. Slash. He's dead.
All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and slash the one that's also by me, since he keeps trying to. I'm just yelling out, "I told you to drop it!"
Okay, you slash him, 14 points of damage. He's still up.
All right, and I'm gonna end my turn.
You hear it back. You hear it back in common and very broken. My hands, not sword. Okay, what are you gonna do? Bonus action?
He said my hands, not sword.
Yeah.
You said lay down your swords.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. I'm just gonna scream out, "Just surrender!" and end my turn.
Okay. It's Hecho's turn now. Hecho is going to move himself up 30 feet. As he moves and he plants himself in the middle, you feel that you see that same large flash that comes from his feet. No, it's not going to get Sasha. Agmar, have you been hit yet?
No.
And is Minde a magical creature? A magical summon?
Yes. Magically summon the Drake bound to you.
Minde is dismissed. Agmar,
Cool.
your detect magic is gone. It has been dispelled.
Got it.
Okay. It is now Hecho's turn.
AoE dispel magic.
Hecho is going to aim his finger up into the air, and he's going to start chanting. He's going to cast Ice Storm on Halvis. I need a dexterity saving throw from you.
Dexterity saving throw.
Wait, it's a 40-foot high cylinder?
And cast it
He's-
upwards.
Oh.
You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage and 13 points of cold damage.
Alrighty.
Okay. You see that his wand is actually is glowing brightly right now. Vivienne, it's now your turn.
Vivienne is going to use her movement and bonus action to dash to the other side of this orc.
Okay.
And
Easily
take
done.
a swipe at him.
Okay, go for it. 28 absolutely hits. You get all of that damage. How do you want to do this?
She is just going to try to reach up and again, like, slice open his throat. And then use her last 10 feet of movement to move back down here so she's out of visual range of Hecho.
Oh, yeah. You stab him and he is dead. And Hecho cannot see you. Okay.
And do my wisdom save.
Mm-hmm. And that's the end of your turn?
Ooh.
then? You save. You are no longer afraid.
Woo!
Nice. You needed
Let's
a 19
go.
or a 20 on that. And that's...
Yes.
You finally got it. Okay, it is now the other orcs' turn, of which there are barely any. So the ones up top are going to continue to... are actually going to leave Guildenstern and Rosencrantz completely alone. And they're just going to start booking it back towards Hecho. They're only able to get here. This one, however, is undergoing...
Petrification.
Petrification, thank you. He does succeed, so he does break out of it. So he is able to take his turn. And this one just gets as close to Halvis as he can and looks straight up because... One moment. It is... You are too far away, damn it. So it is going to use Warding Bond on Hecho. Bless you. As he runs by. Hecho is now boosted. with some extra AC and saving throws. So +1 to his AC and saving throws. Okay. That is their turn. This one next to Agmar is not going to attack him. Nerbera, you're up.
Okay. Now that I can freely move,
Mhm.
I am going to move up to here.
Okay.
And conjure barrage. So I'm going to shoot one arrow in the direction towards all of these.
Okay.
And it's a throw or fire a piece of non-magical ammunition into the air to create a cone of identical weapons to shoot forward, then disappear. Each creature within a 60-foot cone must succeed a 60-foot or 60-foot dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Please roll the spell for me. Dex. 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 Everybody except the guy at top fails.
Nice.
Okay.
Hey-ho, too?
Yeah, Hecho did fail. Oh, I have to roll a d20 to see if you actually hit him, though. Give me just a moment. And
Wait, is it an area of effect spell or?
oh, is it only with a direct spell, or is it any attack that hits him?
Oh, it has to be directed at them because if it's a area of effect spell, it's not gonna.
Oh, then he's hit. That just makes it easy.
Woo!
Okay,
Yeah.
15. He's wiped out. He's wiped out. He's wiped out. This guy is still alive, but barely. As the orcs fall around Heicho, he turns his attention to Nerbera. All right, Nerbera, that's your action. Bonus action?
Bonus action. Hidden step.
You turn yourself invisible?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Turn yourself invisible for 1 turn. All right, Maresh, you're up.
Alrighty. I'm gonna move right over here,
Okay.
and with
Don't have
this,
You don't have a line on headshot.
didn't think so. But that's not gonna stop me from throwing a fireball in that general area.
Okay. Okay, fireball it is. Dexterity save.
Right there.
Okay. 4, he fails. It doesn't even matter about the other guy. He's dead. Okay, so Hecho takes 29 points of fire damage. Roll me a... Actually, you can't. Halvis and Nerbera, roll me a perception check.
I was actually going to use... I only used half my movement to move where I was, so I was going to use the other half to move away as well after I went invisible.
Okay. In which case, I'm going to pull your perception check. Halvis, you need to give me a perception check.
17.
Okay. As you watch that fireball go off, Hecho didn't seem phased at all.
Abarath.
Okay. Maresh, that is your action and movement. Bonus action?
I will stay right here. All
Shasha?
good.
What is Shasha going to do?
So I am going to move Shasha over here, and she's going to use the help action.
Okay.
So to kind of be a nuisance to Hecho right now.
Okay. Got it.
Did she drop a mouse on him?
Just
Okay.
sweeping it in and out.
Halvis, it is now your turn.
Alright, well, the hell with it all. I'm going to pull out the Wad of Wonder and fire it at him.
Okay, I need 2 D100 rolls, please. 74 and 79. Give me just a moment.
And I fall from the sky.
Like all the way?
No, I'm sorry. I'm guessing that I'm going to fall from the sky from this.
The target's skin ripples in the wind like a cloth sheet.
Nasty.
God.
I don't like that
Does-
one. I don't like that
That's
one at all.
horrible.
Ugh.
Does he seem distraught by his sudden ripples?
I also misheard what you just said, but I think it had something to do with what I just read out loud, so I'm just going to forget what just went in my mind. Someone's distraught. Yes. Okay, Halvis, that's your action and bonus action. Or that's your action and are you moving? You're dropping out of the sky, you said?
No, I figured the casting the wand, I was going to end up getting something that was going to blast me into the ground.
No.
So I was here. I got a ruler. I'm going to move here behind him and end my turn.
Okay. Agmar, it's now your turn.
So I'm gonna go using my 30 feet of movement, make it over here.
The creature that
With-
was beside you is going to try and bestow a curse on you as you leave.
Oh my god.
What? Bestow curse. Okay.
I need
That's
a
what's up?
Wisdom.
wisdom saving throw, please. DC is 12.
Yeah.
You're fine.
I thought he was giving up when he didn't attack me, but okay.
No, he was holding a curse if you left.
So, but doesn't affect me. So I'm gonna use my fighting spirit. Kind of breathe in, take a deep breath, while Sasha's harassing him. And because I have blind sense, mirror image doesn't really affect me because it's doesn't rely on sight. And with fighting spirit, it gives me this is gonna be super advantage with Sasha. So let me see if I can remember how to do this thing for super advantage. Give me 1 second.
That is so cheap. That's funny.
So just trying to see how to do this.
Okay.
Normal roll. I'm putting out all the stops in this one. And I'm going to attack my first attack with a Vorpal sword.
Mm-hmm. You laughed 3 times. I don't see anything, though. Did it go through?
Yeah, I don't see it either.
There it is.
Oh,
Oh.
there it is. Okay.
Someone got a critical.
Why did you roll 3 times?
Super advantage. Because of Shasha, and then my fighting spirit grants me another, what's it called?
That-
Wait, what happened?
Well, yeah, what did happen?
Did it not do? Did it not roll? No! It doesn't show on it on here? Oh,
I
yeah,
s-
it does. Three
I s-
three
I see.
attacks. One of them is critical with that 33.
Okay,
And it's a Vorpal sword, though.
that's true.
Isn't it the
Uh,
Vorpal sword?
Roll me a d6.
Okay.
One, two, three, four, five. You cut off his left leg,
Oh.
and he screams in pain.
But wait, that's just my first attack.
Just
Go ahead.
but a scratch.
Tis but
I
a
roll
flesh
again.
Okay, natural one this time. So, 15, 19. He is unaffected by that spell because it was concentration, so this does hit. 16 points of damage.
All right, and now I'm gonna action surge.
wound.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
You did not get another one.
Natural 20. Okay.
one more d6
Okay,
or
roll me another d6. You're just lopping parts off this guy now.
Very Monty Python.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. As you aim up and you slice high, you slice completely off what you assume to be the top of his head. As that happens, you notice it hits what feels like sharp bone, but he continues to scream. As that happens, his visage drops, and you realize that you've been fighting a blue Abishai this entire time. Heicho is going to be moved over because I still need him for the initiative order, but as you chop off the Abishai's horn, you see this glistening bit of of devilish energy coursing at your feet. And now the amputated and badly injured Heicho is standing in front of you. Please, because I know it's going to come up, please add Abishai horn to your inventory.
All of a sudden.
nice. And I still have one more attack left,
Okay, go ahead.
and I'm going to swing one more time.
Okay, this one does hit for 12 points of damage. Okay.
And that's gonna end my turn.
Okay.
How the mighty have fallen.
Everybody just please ignore Heicho for a little bit. Just in the corner. He's over in there, but I'm just using him for the initiative.
Mm.
Does he take psychic damage from being ignored?
Probably. Okay. Agmar, you see this white blitz of power come out. And as it happens, you watch as this spurt of blood comes from his nose and comes from his leg. What is your spell save DC?
My spell save CD?
DC, yes.
DC, give me 1 second. 15.
Okay, Shasha remains. Now I need for you to please roll me a dexterity saving throw as he is grabbing you.
Is that an athletics check, or is that just dex save?
It's a dex save because what he's trying to do.
Gotcha.
13.
I'm going to re-roll that 13 and replace it with my 18 plus a 3 makes it 21.
Makes it 21. He tries to grab you, and as he does, he leans forward into a door that teleports him away from you.
Oh, he tried to dimension door you. Coward.
You see him disappear from the battlefield entirely as the door that he used is gone.
Can I use my sentinel feat since he's moving?
Technically, he's teleporting, and he's still in your
Oh.
space.
Got it. All right.
I would say you would be able to, but you wouldn't be able to stop him from moving since he is teleporting. So you would be able to get an attack of opportunity, but you wouldn't be able to stop him from leaving. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So go for that.
Just, and it's just instead of super advantage, it'll just be with advantage thanks to Shasha.
Yeah, Shasha's help action is used up on your turn.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. So
Straight
it's
roll.
just straight roll. Sorry, trying to switch these things.
I know, it's tricky.
Okay. And
Oh. Ooh, it's...
part of the dice. Oh.
The 17 is going to miss.
Oh, okay.
However, with one of the Abishai's legs left behind and with his horn left behind, you now have defeated and beaten the Abishai.
What?
He is gone. He has teleported himself at least 500 feet away. I will have all of you please roll me a perception check. Except for Agmar. Agmar is the only one who cannot. Nerbera gets it. Nerbera, as you are looking around, you're trying to see where he may have gone because you heard the sound of a dimension door. And then eventually, you realize the one place you haven't looked was up. You look straight up and you see flying across the sky the Abishai going towards Felden's Birth. The Abishai was planning on grabbing Agmar and orbital strike blind guy.
That's why I have Featherfall.
I was going to turn.
Will this work too?
I yell out and point. We've got to get back to Felden's Birth.
So as you all have routed and completely annihilated all of the Orc leadership, you have dealt a crippling blow to the opposing army's perimeter forces. So, with that, the Vanguard is victorious. You all have gained 29,000 experience points divided by 5. So congratulations.
5,800.
There you go. I need for each of you to please roll me a perception check or an investigation check, whichever is best for you.
Can I take a passive perception or no?
This has to be active because it's a random generation.
Gotcha.
Perception, or what was it?
Or investigation, whichever is best for you.
Investigation.
Good lord, you guys.
Ranger.
Here.
Okay. You all find the equivalent of 9,000 arrows, 8,000 crossbow bolts, 30 bottles of alchemist fire, and 10 explosive shields used for siege. Okay. So congratulations to our Vanguard for a wonderful battle, and thank you all very, very much for watching, everybody. You guys did a lot of things I was not expecting, so great work for throwing me for many, many loops. But also for you guys taking out an entire orc encampment. And for anybody who ever wants to run a one-shot, this is actually one of my favorites. Just a whole bunch of low-level orcs, and then throwing in one super powerful creature that, of course, Vorpal Sword. What are you going to do?
Chop, 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 chop.
Biz.
I'm busy.
You, that put me up into level 10.
Okay. Would you like to continue?
Same here.
Would you guys like to continue in your fighter classes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Roll a d10, please, for Rose. And the second one that I have to roll again. So it's a 6. Take the 9. And for Agmar, roll
What's the
9.
roll again? 1
D10.
D10?
a d10. Take a 9.
9. All right.
Okay.
And I am also leveling up as Sorcerer.
I rolled a 3. Roll a d6. Take that 6.
Let's go.
Nice. All right, so congratulations for those who leveled up, and congratulations to everybody else. Thank you all so much for joining. Be doing this again really, really soon. Hopefully next week we'll be better on time. I don't believe the Critical Role is back just yet, so we're going to have to wait just for a little
Thursday.
bit. Next Thursday.
Next Thursday is the premiere of Campaign 3.
Mm-hmm. Black Iris,
But I
let's
think
go.
they are doing. Oh, go ahead.
You think that they're doing what?
Oh, I saw notifications they were doing a telephone thing. But if we're gonna raid one of Black Irish's buddies,
Sure,
cool.
why not? Yeah, give everybody a few views. Have them
Heck
going.
yeah.
Black Irish, who should we raid?
All right. I got this friend, Mighty Sir C.
Okay. Mighty SIR, the letter C.
Yes.
Okay, sounds good to me. All right, we're going to go ahead and raid them. It's subscriber only chat. No, it's okay. We can still raid them, though. That's fine. Why not? Okay, well, thank you all so very, very much for joining us and wishing you all the best. We're going to see you again next week. If you'd like to join us, please join us up at the Discord right here. And until then, have a wonderful rest of your week. And it's almost Halloween, so get your costumes ready. I know what I'm going as. All the best. Take care.
Bye.
See ya.
Okay, everybody. That was a nice game. It was a very good game.
Yes.
It's a lot of fun.
I can't believe you guys nearly diplomacied your way. So the only reason that didn't work is because you were insulting who he was. Like you were insulting
Wait,
his,
what?
like he was given literally the most powerful weapons that he'd ever received, period. And he was also given all the time that he wanted on the prime material plane by Aresh Kakal. So you were telling him, this is like, no, we can give you some stuff. And you were giving him a really crap end at the deal.
And with that level, I got another natural explorer, so I now have forest, mountain, and grassland.
Cool.
Nice.
Very cool. All right. Well, I would love to keep this up and to keep going. I've been awake since 4. I am so exhausted.
Oh my God. Go sleep.
It's production, man. Sometimes these days happen, and it just the way. But I got to like work out for like 45 minutes, so I look like I've been sweating all day. That's the benefit of my skin. I have 2 looks. I have red and sweaty, and that's it.
2 looks.
That's it. All right. Wishing you guys all the best. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna go enjoy my pizza.
Yeah, go enjoy that pizza.
I'm gonna go feed Riker.
Oh, how much was the exact XP for it?
5,800.
5,800.
Yeah.
Got it.
See you guys.
All right.